Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Late Night Shenanigang. I am your host, Pathy. Today we have returning Mr. Dyson, Miss Jess, and Mr. Kilgore, as well as a new guest, Miss Sassy Duck. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, so something that we have been talking about constantly in our streams is Gary Busey and his fucking buttered sausage little rant there, and we just wanted to like sprinkle it into the podcast because I want it to be canon everywhere that this guy is fucking insane, but in the most hilarious way.
He's barking mad, dude. Seriously. But he makes me laugh every time anybody says it or they play the video. I'm like, I can't stop. I'll laugh and giggle about it.
And I have no idea who the fuck it is. So yeah.
Oh, it's in my Discord, Sass. You have to check it out after the fact,
yeah.
and maybe Faith can put it on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
This guy's knucking foots.
Totally.
Yeah, I think I'm just happy and giggle about it because there's somebody crazier than me. So I'm like, oh, I'm not that crazy. Okay, I feel good about myself now.
When are you not juggling?
I try to. That's true.
Oh, well, he lives to make people laugh.
I try. Looks aren't everything,
it's
though, right?
a good trade. It's not.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you do look pretty funny, but that's
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, sir. That's what I'm trying to convey to you.
By that standard, though, I am also a comical genius. So looking funny. Never mind.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. I just opened that up. That's awesome. So I've met Sassy how on 11 years ago, 12 years ago on our first
I
RP
think so.
server. What a
I think
journey.
it's probably 9 years ago, I think.
I think it's older than that because Paige and I have been friends for 10. You were 17 at the time, probably. I was.
No. I came out in July 2015. So it's only 10 years old, and I've been playing at least a year before I get into RP. So, yeah.
What a journey, though, huh?
Oh yeah. Holy butt.
She is a great builder. Oh my gosh. She makes some incredible things in Arc when we were in there. I just go over there and look at her stuff in awe. I'm like, can you build mine now? I'm not a good builder.
Can you come over and build mine? Hey, you built a big dinosaur fight-off pen. I remember that.
Well, guess who holds that pleasure of doing all the building nowadays, Sassy?
That would be me.
Yes.
It's definitely not Dyson. If
No.
I join a server late and Dyson has Dyson, you actually do pretty good on base building. You built that you didn't like the square that I built, the temporary square that I built, and so you made a pretty elaborate little something in Conan when we were playing last.
Oh yeah, I made like the Roman village kind of thing or whatever you call that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just a heads up for everyone, on the screen is the Gary Busey gif repeating over and over. He's sitting on the podcast with us. He's just don't mind him. He's just rambling about buttered sausage.
You notice where he put the placement of that, right, guys?
Right next to you.
Sitting in his lap.
He's like a puppet over here.
Make him into a doll. Got a hand puppet.
Yes, I have a hand puppet.
That sounds awful. Gary Busey hand
It-
puppet. Gross.
You can get away with saying anything, and it's very believable.
Oh, cheese and crackers. So what's new in the world of England, right? You're in England, right, Sassy?
Nope.
Ah,
Oh, where'd you
she's,
move?
not-
Did you move?
No, I never lived
Where
in
you at
England.
now?
no, she's never
I
been
thought
in
you
England.
did.
Uh-uh.
I'm the kind of pasty that you actually want to know because you're not gonna get an addiction to it, and gain weight like the Danish. Yeah, Dane.
Oh,
Yeah, she's Danish.
Oh, now you get it.
Yeah.
9 years
Ah.
later.
I mean,
Oh,
She very clearly sounds
hit-
Danish.
you gotta hit me in the head with a big club. You know, I'm a guy.
Listen, Sassy, I apologize for my friend here. He doesn't get out
oh,
much.
no worries. No worries. No worries. It's
He hasn't
okay.
seen a map. It's okay.
How is Denmark? Denmark is weird. Denmark is the summer. It's just like some days like 27 degrees, next day it's 10 degrees lower, and
Wow.
you're just freezing. It's like, yay, we're having summertime. Not.
You guys get any
Yeah.
rain over there this year? Over here in the States, we're getting a ton of rain. I mean, a ton.
Oh yeah. We will probably get a lot of sun in August and September, and
Really?
yeah, it's probably gonna be as last year. We're gonna get overflowed because the it's too much for the ground, so you can't suck it up. So it's just gonna lay there. So yay! I'm like very small country and like very close to the surface of the sea. So yes, wonderful.
So what is Sassy Duck doing nowadays? Are you still RPing? I don't see you streaming very much.
Well, I am RPing. I'm just in this GTA Mafia gang, and we're very prone because the server owners in the gang. So very prone to being stream sniped and murdered like shit.
Yeah, shit
So
stream.
we don't do it because people will just intervene and fuck our RP up, and they will do that. So we don't stream. But I started playing Ark again, and I found this
Did you?
derby friend. Yeah, I did. And I found this community with some Aussie people, and there's one of the guys there. He's just as fucking bonkers as I am.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. Like, there's this new creature in Ark that can teleport you back again if you jump somewhere. So he said, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And he said, "Yeah." And he jumped off a cliff, and the animal teleported him back again. I said, "Oh, I didn't see it." Then he does it again. Then he forgets there's a cooldown. He just falls down. And right now we're running around in these inflatable wreck suits because we look fucking stupid.
Oh,
Because why
those
not?
things are adorable.
Yeah, that is fucking hilarious. So we're talking about starting up some Ark streams and doing
That'd
weird
be cool.
adventures because
that would
we
be
are
awesome.
we're on this cluster server, so we have a lot of the maps. We can go to all the maps that's on the cluster, and that's like 6 maps or so, I think.
Sassy,
that's a lot
do
of
you
the
remember in Ark, I made those cool looking boats, and then we'd throw people behind them, and we do parasailing with them,
Yeah.
making up stuff in the game to have something to do in a game.
Yeah.
You get too
Oh,
bored of a
good time.
game, so you play a game in your game.
Yes.
It's like those people who
No.
who make those Minecraft maps and then Redstone program them to play a different game in them.
I think it's because we take the game to the next level when you have a base game and you add RP on top of it, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities in a game.
Yeah,
you can
there's
do
some
with
ingenious things that people do.
Yeah, like dodo toss, hyena racing, gallimimus race around the island, like crazy weird shit.
Basketball with the
You're
dodo
not gonna
bird.
do that on official, like it's not gonna be
Right.
possible.
A friend of mine made a calculator in Rust.
Really?
Really? Yeah, it
Oh,
took
with the
him-
lights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen people do that with casino, like horse races and stuff.
That's
It's just a
nice.
simple calculator, like two digits. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I really like that game, but I can't get anybody to play. So I went on my own for a little while and went on the RP server for a bit and made some friends. Then I got burnt out. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. I miss pace.
Done.
Right? I I just there's so many things about Rust. It's like Rust is my like um it's like base level for RP. It's just barely enough for a role play,
Yeah.
but and like there's no quality of life, and your skins you have to pay for in a gacha system, and they don't always work on all servers because the owner of it or the uploader doesn't allow it to be on any server but their own, but they don't tell you that, so you spend $50 on skins so you can look cool, and then you're running around butt ass naked because none of them work.
So you guys have been streaming 7 days a lot lately. Do you have any ideas for your next game?
We were just talking about that last night. We thought about Arc because we still wanted it in. We like how you guys in chat can interact with it. But we were talking about going into the list and see what they have available and what we have.
You're talking about the
Interaction is
chaos
really
thing?
fun.
Yeah, it is fun. What did you say, Sassy? I'm sorry.
Are you talking about the chaos thing where people in chat can go in
Yeah.
and put it in the game? Oh yeah, I want to
Yeah.
do that at some point.
Chaos Creator.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hilarious.
And we're trying to
I
get
think they can. They named it something different now. I'm not 100%. I didn't research it, but I couldn't find Chaos Creator.
Well,
There's a new thing, a new app. I'll remember it in a little bit.
I do know a streamer who plays that like a lot at the moment. Actually, I can find out what it is.
yeah, the only time that I've ever actually seen it turned on was Dyson watches this one streamer. I won't describe her because I'm disrespectful every time I do. I had a falling out with this lady because there was some stuff on one of her servers and she did not handle it well because she didn't care enough. And so without any names or details, I will say it was funny to watch Dyson spawn a boss on top of her base because she didn't put down the safe zone block, and then all of her little simps trying to throw pennies at the problem, throw money at the problem, and trying to, I just spawned you 3 tamed T-Rexes. Oh, they're dead. Okay, I'm gonna spend another $12 to get you 4 tamed T-Rexes this time.
Yep.
Have you heard of an app? It's it's actually an extension on Twitch. It's called Crowd Control.
Yeah, that's what it turned into. That's what Dyson's talking about. It used to be Chaos Control, but now it's Crowd Control.
Okay. I thought it might have been.
And that might broaden your games a little bit. Might.
And there's a whole lot of games in the Crowd Control ecosystem. We just got to find ones. We got to find ones that we can actually, play together, and it also will be. It's a thing that we are 2 broke boys, and so we need something that we probably already own together, so that way we're not having to spend extra money. Maybe once we take off a little bit more, maybe we can, then start investing in new games to play together. But right now we're kind of limited to our small pool of shared multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Oh God,
I do not have that game. I play game for enjoyment, not for stress. I have enough of that. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Oh, come on, don't be tight.
Tailored.
I'm pretty sure Kilgore stressed you out the other day, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and then it affected me the whole damn stream. That's why I said I play games for fun, not for stress.
And I could taste the salt all night.
I was extra. I was trying. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I was trying to keep the salt out. But the longer that it went on and it kept getting brought up, it was like salt in the wound. I was like, well, if y'all are gonna keep rubbing this in my fucking face, I was trying to be nice about this and let it go, but that was fucking bullshit.
Let it
Next time,
go.
just add the tequila
Let
and
it
lemon
go.
juice at least, right?
I was trying to hide. So
But no, it's all good. I understand. It was good. It was funny. It was funny for the audience. It was not funny for me because I was trying to do something for the audience, and they killed me for it. And it was one of those things that was like I felt betrayed, and the fact that what I was doing was also not working. So it was like irritating over here and irritating over here, and together I was just like, fuck this. I'm so done with this.
So
I've
I
only just
completely
begun to be
missed all that.
irritated.
You
I
did?
missed all that. But I'm imagining you sounded more annoyed than normal.
Yeah, 100%. We were standing in a building, and he alt tabbed out, was trying to do something, and they spawned like a bear and all these things on me. And I'm like, "You got to come back now! I can't kill all this stuff." And I ran away to get away because they were all ganging up on me, and he was standing in a corner.
Might I add, Dyson lived.
I did.
Dyson's the
ran.
one
Well,
who
that
lived.
was another thing that irked me at the time. Like, I don't care about it now, but it irked me at the time. Was I said, "Hey Dyson, I'm gonna try and do this. Watch my body," and you immediately left the building and said, "I'm going for a smoke." And I was like, "What are you doing, man?"
It was the perfect time. It was perfect. There wasn't a better time to do it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
At
my
least I
God.
give you
Better
a
to
heads up.
apologize than ask permission, you know?
I came back and tried to defend your honor, ma'am. But it was like,
You came back to try and defend my honor after chat was already sitting there for like 5 minutes listening to the squelch of the zombies eating my body.
You weren't dead when I was there yet. I get back.
Yet. Shortly after.
Oh,
though.
good.
Kilgore goes, "Oh
What
shit!
are we there?
Shield,
Are you dead
shield."
yet? Are you dead yet?
After I heard the salt in his voice, I was out of there. I was gone.
Nope,
You
nope. See you next stream. Bye.
I mean,
Thanks for the points later.
it did teach me a valuable lesson. Pause. If you have the ability to pause user interaction while you're alt tabbed, go ahead and pause. And
Because some asshole will take advantage of it. And it just happened to be me.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Love you though, Pave.
I'm all right with it now, but at the time I was like I was feeling as salty as Dyson when we were ignoring him fighting through the snow yetis. I'm gonna go to bed early, guys. I'm gonna head off.
I don't want to bring negative energy to anything. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I gotta go.
That's how I felt, but I was like, I need I need to keep going. This is
The
my
rest of
this is my affiliate stream, my first affiliate stream. I don't want to leave and have it on a sour note.
Oh.
What were you saying, Jess?
I was gonna say the rest of the stream after that was like dead silence. They didn't even know what to say anymore after you left. They were like,
Yeah, after you left on that stream, we were like, describing, normal first time streamer. I am picking up this thing. Okay, reloading. All right.
Yes.
Let's get back to the house. Yeah, I think this is a good enough spot to stop.
Explain what you're doing every second. Yes.
"Aw, Dyson's the life of the party."
Aw.
Well, Dyson and I, we feed off of each other, and if you've seen Dyson's streams when I'm not in the call with him, he kind of goes right into that same thing, and
Yeah.
his 7-hour streams turn into a 3-hour stream.
By the time I'm done, I'm going, are you picking up this rock now, guys? And I'm going to walk back to the base.
Ooh, ASMR.
Oh my word.
Look, I don't know what else to say. My throat hurts. I forgot my water like Pate does every day.
I didn't forget my water. Faith did, but I didn't.
I absolutely
world
love
at-
water.
We're all thinking it right now, Pate. Did you bring your water to the
No,
podcast?
I don't have. I need water because my mouth's already dry, but I do not have any water.
Your mouth is dry, and that's why I don't have any water. How does that make any sense?
My mouth is dry because I don't have any water.
Oh, your mouth.
Sassy,
Your mouth.
get 'em.
Yeah, yeah.
My mouth is dry. What?
I have this
I'm not
thing.
sure your mouth is supposed to be wet, so yeah.
I have this medical thing where I don't produce enough saliva. It's a real struggle when I'm trying to eat and things get stuck, and then I don't have something to. I've also forgotten my water then, and so now I'm rushing through the house to the kitchen to get something. Otherwise, I'm gonna choke to death. But
Yeah, but I heard you say mouse like a PC mouse. Like,
oh, mouse! No, mouth, mouth. My, I have one of those hydro mice. They need water to keep going. But yeah, I need constant water intake, especially if I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my face
do a
just
lot of that.
completely drives, and I do a lot of that. Well, I do a lot of that when I'm having a conversation, because I can have a conversation all day. I'm not one of those people who can drone on to myself, unless I'm speaking to myself, like on purpose.
I don't know about that, but I haven't been there to find out when you're doing it. You do it there with yourself.
Generally, if I'm talking to myself, I'm replaying. I do that thing where I replay conversations or arguments and hash out how it
Yeah.
could have gone better.
Yes. So that's something Jess and I were talking about the other day. Like this butter sausage thing. I'll just end up laughing out of nowhere because I'm thinking of that. And she goes, "Oh my God." I'll let you explain this part, Jess. What you said to me the other day.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. And usually I'm like laying down to go to bed and my boyfriend's laying next to me and we probably got our eyes closed and I just crack up about the most random shit that happened throughout the day. And it would be probably something that I did that I think is hilarious that other people might not
Yes.
think is funny. It's like a delirious moment. And he usually looks at me and he's like, "What the fuck is going on? Are you okay?"
Looks
so
at
glad
him,
I'm not the
buttered
only one.
sausage.
Oh my God. Apple doesn't far fall from the tree because I do the exact same stuff. It's great.
You know what's funny about that that same situation? It was like I want to say it was maybe 5th grade. I was sitting there during a test. I actually have 2 stories about sitting there in a test in the 5th grade. The first one, more to the point, is sitting there during a test and I just bust out laughing because I was singing a song in my head and my dyslexia got the best of me. And so I put the words in the wrong order, and it just made it just made the song hilarious to me. And I have busted out anytime that I actually remember the lyrics that I had messed up. I still bust out laugh, even 30 years later. I still bust like I remember that time when I embarrassed myself completely because this funny little thing in my head. Yeah, and the other story. So in the 5th grade, I was taking Adderall, which is a ADD
That
medicine.
explains a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But Adderall does not agree with me. It does not agree with my brain chemistry. Ritalin and Concerta, I didn't have any adverse effects on them. There's something in Adderall that makes it different that did not agree with me. It gave me several tics that I still have today, even though I only took it for like 2 years. And one of the things that it used to make me do, and I've kind of over the years trained the tic to not attack my nose, but I used to press on my nose. Just
Really?
not thinking, just instinctively when I was essentially, if I was not consciously holding my hands down, my hands were up and pressing on my nose. And so in the middle of a math test, I was thinking I was trying to do math as a dyslexic. And so obviously all of my brain power was going to try and figure out this math problem. And I broke my nose in the middle of a math test. And blood started pouring everywhere.
Oh my
and the teacher was like, if you didn't want to take the test, you could have just said so. This is too much.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, I don't even know what happened because I do it unconsciously. And it's not until somebody else, until an outside observer comments on it, that I realize that I'm doing it and then get super fucking embarrassed, even to this day. And it's just one of those things that like, and during that same time period, I went bald on the half of my head because I would sit there and unconsciously just pull my hair out while I was thinking about tests or whatever I was trying to do. It was that stuff. I don't know what was different about it, but it did not mess with my brain. It fucked my brain chemistry way up.
Wow. Speaking of ticks, I think I know one of yours from knowing you for so long.
Oh yeah?
I think I can imitate it if you'd like. I think it's this. He rubs his hands together.
Yes, that is one of my ticks. The Discord cut it off, but we heard enough of it that I was like, "Yep." I rub my hands together constantly. My hands are, it does keep my hands calloused, so I can hold hot dishes better, which is good in the current situation. But it's completely unconscious. I don't know about it until I don't realize I'm doing it until someone points it out, kind of thing.
Mr. Oven Mitt hands.
Yeah, I'm so poor that I have to use calluses as oven mitts.
Damn. Oh man. Mine, I'm very animated when I talk and stuff, but mine is I kind of pinch my face and look up. I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's a tick or what it is, but never been diagnosed clinically, so who knows? I don't want to go there because I don't want to know that answer. I think.
Seems like paying an extra bit of money for some insecurity. No, thank you.
Yeah, right. I've got enough of that in spades.
But yeah, I have actually a couple of ticks. There are a couple of very like wild ticks that again I don't realize that I'm doing them until they're either pointed out or they interact with something else. Like there's one where I like move my hand around and sometimes rather quickly and smash it into things, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. That really hurts.
Oh.
Well, that gets better when you get older. Like you hit your shoulder on the doorway as you're walking around the room or something. Like, dang it.
Anyway, enough about me being a total freak. Kilgore, what's going on with you?
Sorry, that was really funny.
What?
What's going on in the life of Kilgore right now?
So you're switching the.
I'm deflecting.
The freakdom off
Yes.
onto me.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, Concerta fucked me up too, bud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my brother was in Special O, and it's hosted in a college like way up north. So one night I'm like just kind of walking around because I've always been a night owl, and I had a very vivid image in my head, and I'm like, whoa, we're not taking this medication anymore. So I'm not gonna explain that any further, but it was not good. Yeah, that messed me up.
That was the day that Kilgore met the devil.
Not quite, but
Close.
very, very vivid images of self unaliving. And I was like, yeah, no, I can't take this anymore.
Oh yeah, that's traumatizing.
And so I was what, like 15? So like I was like, oh hell no. Sorry, Doc. This isn't working. We have to find something else. But I'm better now. Nobody worry.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. That all that matters, right?
That was what? Holy shit! Like 17 years ago or more.
Well, you guys just made this really sad.
Well,
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, life is sad sometimes.
I mean,
But we get better. So
I'm
there's
not-
a happy. You should be happy for.
oh, I was about to say I'm not sure how
And
we
then we-
got there, but that was kind of my fault. The whole nose bleeding thing.
Them cheese paste.
I really know how to bring a room down.
This got really serious in here.
Well,
Is that
Jess,
what we're doing the podcast for? Serious topics, hard hitting stuff.
do you have any do you have a lighter topic there, Jess?
Buttered sausage.
I guess so. So, I took my daughter to camp. I might even mention this, not this specifically, but I might have mentioned something about my kiddo going to camp or something on the last podcast. But so I take her to camp, and it's somewhat of a religious camp, and she's in this like gothy stage, super dark dresses in all black or band tees or whatever. It's really awesome. Good for her. But I was really picky about the attire we packed for camp, and more on the sporty side of clothes. So the last day we were about to go, and there was some last minute things I needed to throw in her tub, and I go. I was like, "Hey, let me just go, throw these things in there, and we'll leave." And she was like, "No, it's okay. I already did it." So didn't think anything of it. Take her to camp, drop her off. Well, they upload videos the next day, videos, pictures, things, and you can scroll through and find pictures of your kid. So she apparently packed extra clothes that I would have absolutely said no to. And I see her in the background of this picture, and she's wearing a shirt that says "Not Today, Satan."
Oh,
to a religious camp. Okay.
But it's good. I like that.
And I'm like, whoa. Only my kid, right? I'm like, only my child would do something like this.
as if you didn't do that kind of stuff with me or your mom, Jess.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Have you guys ever gone back to your parents later on in life and admit to things that you did that they
Yeah.
didn't know about? Oh god, yeah, me too.
Oh,
Any examples?
My dad, he had this shack down in the bottom of the garden with all these chemical things in paint thinners and whatnot, all the stuff and for weeds and whatnot. And in school, all the kids on the road I was living, we almost went to the same class because of the same age. And we have this tutor who came in because the other one was sick, and she normally tell us. She just used the whole hour just to tell a story about this witch. A character she kind of developed for storytelling, and we just swallow all that fuck raw. And then we come home. Oh, we need to make all of these brews down to the shed and just start mixing shit.
No!
And we had no idea. It could easily gone so wrong. Chemical.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Ah!
That's he making bombs in the shed and shit.
Chemical bomb smoke. Yeah.
Good Lord, woman.
Yeah, I've done.
Oh, I have a good story. I have a great story for this. So I moved to Florida when I was 16. I'm in Michigan originally, and my father had to go out of town or something, business, whatever. And my mom and my sister were there, and me, of course. And my room was like the Florida room in the front, and it had like windows and all that. And I got a girlfriend for the first time, and I was gonna go pushed my motorcycle down the road, and I did this, and took it out, hung out with her, came back home, and rolled the bike up to the house, or shut it off while you're coasting down the road, pushed it up the driveway, pushed it in the spot, went around to go open the door to go in my room, and it was locked. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. What do I do? I couldn't get in. I was like, I don't want to break the window or anything, so I'm knocking on my sister's window. She gets up. She go gets my mom. And I'm like, oh my God. And she had the look that could, like she was sending daggers out, looking at me, and then she tore into me. And I'm like, God bless. But later on in life, we talked about it, and she laughed. She goes, I knew you were doing that stuff. She goes, I was just letting you be okay, and as long as you were safe. And I'm like, really? You knew? She goes, yeah. I was like, oh, man.
Moms are good like that. They know.
Yeah. They know. Thought I was sneaky getting away with things, but no.
Nope. They know
I got
way
away
more
with
than you
more
think
than I
you do.
didn't.
Let's say that again, Jess.
I said I got away with more than I didn't.
Or so you think.
Oh, do tell.
Right, tattle
Do
on.
tell.
Tattle on yourself real quick. It's
Dad, by the way,
it's not like your father's in the room with us. Go ahead.
oh Lord.
Well, my mom's definitely heard this story, but when I was in maybe 9th grade, I used to sneak out of the house and take taxis across town to my boyfriend's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and this went on for ever, months and months and months. Definitely got away with that.
I didn't know.
I had lots of stories to tell as I got older that I had gotten away with.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
you told me
One
that
of
one
the
not
wilder
too long
ones.
ago, actually. I was like, really? Really?
You did that?
Didn't your mom move your room? Like you were in the front room in your house, and your brother and you switched rooms or something too, because it was higher off the ground for the window.
That didn't stop me. That didn't stop me.
She put her cape on and jumped out the window. Ta ta da! Got away with another one.
Rosamund, dun dun da. Yes.
You get a random 2 a.m. call, and it's her mom. She's like, "How do we make the staircase more squeaky? I need it more squeaky."
Oh.
Oh, that was bad.
Okay,
For skipping class.
Don't step on that step yet. Walk over that one. This one's less squeaky, so we're good to step on that one.
You gotta step in the middle of this one, the right side of this one. It's like a memory game.
Oh Lord.
Speaking of things we got away with, and with Sassy's accidentally making a bomb. When I was in it was elementary or maybe middle school, I was a little bit of a pyromaniac. I liked fire way too much, and so I used to grab the bottle of lighter fluid and a lighter, and just make little bitty fires on the patio. Not burning anything that could like catch. But then one day I was like, I wonder what happens if I put a whole toilet paper roll in the grill and soak it in lighter fluid. What happens? And
Oh, no.
I created an impromptu bomb. And then when my stepdad came back and he was like, "Anybody seen the lid to the grill?" No.
Oh no.
I have no idea where it landed.
Nope.
No, isn't that your responsibility to keep up with that? That's your grill.
Huh.
Oh hell.
Ooh. All right, so let's talk about stuff that we've bought but immediately regretted. I bought a this this PC that I am currently hosting this on is one of those. It's fine. It works now, but I bought it and I bought all the bits to it, and then I had had a company put it together for me. And I was kind of talking with Kilgore and Dyson about this earlier or last night, but I had them put it together for me, and then they put their fucking bloatware in there as well, and this was about early in the year. It was early January or late January, and by February 11th, I had to call them and have them send me a whole new one, because after spending almost $4,000 on this computer to get as high end as I could afford, it just stopped working. Or the problem was, it would go for 30 minutes and then the screens would turn black and it would soft lock. So if like there was a noise going on, it would just replay that noise into infinity until I unplugged it, or like even holding the switch wasn't doing anything. I either had to physically unplug it or flip the little breaker on the back. It was, and it was like, what is going on? I just spent a ridiculous amount of money on this. Why is this like this? And so I had to take it to a repair shop, because I was like, are you gonna you sent me a dud, this thing doesn't work right. And they were like, oh well, we don't have a return policy, but you do have a warranty, so just take it to a shop. And so I took it to a shop, and they had it for 2 weeks to try and fix all of the shit that they didn't do right in the first place. The bill was astronomical, but I was like, all right, here's the warranty information. Send the bill to me. Do not give it to me, because I do not have that kind of money to pay you up front and then have them reimburse me. So you send the bill over to them so they can pay you direct, because it was almost more expensive than the PC to get it fixed. That's how bad they fucked it up.
Great.
Wow.
That's horrible.
I believe it.
I'm not gonna name names. You know.
I want to,
Don't.
but I won't.
We may sponsor him later.
We might get a sponsor. Maybe not from them, but from.
They deserve it. They deserve the shade. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, if we get a sponsor from a different one, go ahead and throw all the shade. But until then.
So this just happened to me yesterday.
Yes.
Buying stuff that I immediately regretted. So 2 days ago, I read this article of a local news thing about what's new around our town or whatever, and it said that there was a new thrift store opening, and that they were having this grand opening with free giveaways and refreshments and a ribbon cutting, and that everything in the store would be $1. And I was like, oh, well, that's so worth it. I'm definitely going to go. I even called my dad and was like, hey, everything's $1. Oh, my goodness. So I take him and we go, and I'm like not looking at prices at all until we get to like houseware stuff. And I'm like, this stuff might not be $1, but maybe just the clothes, Didn't really think to ask anybody. And I'm just throwing things in my cart. So we get up to the counter, and I go first, and my total was like $100. And I was like, what? And I was so embarrassed. So I didn't want to like put things back or be like, no, I don't want this, or ask any questions. I just paid for it and didn't say a word. And I felt so bad and I felt misled. I felt like I misled him. And I was so mad for hours. And then I got to the car and looked at the receipt. And the most expensive thing I had bought was like a kid's pair of shoes, and it was $20. And I was like, no way. Instant
Yeah, I
regret.
didn't realize it was that high either. I'm like, oh my. So you could have bought 4 of them for that amount.
Seriously, instant regret. I was so upset for hours.
I don't know. I don't know if I have an instant regret. I probably do, but can't think of it off the top of my head. I do know that as I got older, as I got older, like when I moved here, I weeded out so much stuff before I moved. I didn't want to move it up here from Florida to Arkansas, and I weeded out so much stuff, so much. And Jess came down and helped me move up, and she probably saw a lot of it that I got rid of. And I don't know. Now I'm thinking, I don't get a lot of material things. I'm kind of simplistic. I do get things for like to make my life a little easier. Like whenever I was working, I would buy very good tools because I didn't want them breaking down on me and stuff like that. Or I'll also purchase things like for my hobbies, like computers or anything that's affiliated with streaming or my computers or what have you. That I put a little bit of money into, but other than that, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I bought that I immediately regretted. I can't think of anything because I'm getting old. And I can't.
Do you have
remember
any
stuff.
have anything that you regret leaving behind?
Yes. That 55-inch TV yesterday for $50. So my gaming setup is completely different than anybody's in the world. I would think. I think a few people would have it. I don't game on a computer. My computer is hooked up to my TV, like a 77-inch TV. I don't have a computer chair. I'm in my recliner. I got my streaming PC off to the side here, which we reset up since we started streaming, of course. And I didn't have a second monitor. I had one, and I went to turn it on, which I didn't use for years, and it just was a black screen. I was like, oh no. So I called Jess up, and I'm like, hey, Jess, you got an old TV I can use? Because I gave her my old one, my old 55-inch. And she goes, yeah, I do have one. She brought it over, and I think it's a 34-inch, but it's wonky. It's like things don't
Super
fit on the
old.
screen correctly, and it's like hanging off the edge, or I got to do weird things to get it to fit. So like yesterday, so I do regret not buying that 55-inch yesterday. Plus, I'm getting older and I can't read that very well because that's everything that everybody chats on that screen. It's much smaller, and I'm like, I can't see that. I can't. What are you saying? Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's funny anytime I'm trying to do any kind of tech IT help with him. He sends me a screenshot of what's on the screen, and I'm like, does this old man have things like super zoomed in, like control zoom, control scroll to zoom everything in? But then I realized that's just how fucking small this TV screen is, that everything is just, it looks like it's Clown World and, made for a blind person to see on it, but it's because I'm pulling up the image that he gave me on a 4K 77-inch television as well. So it's like, oh, okay, so it's not. I'm blowing this image up, and that's why it looks like it. So like, I was so confused at first. Like, Dyson, you can fix this by just control and zooming back out to 100%. You have everything zoomed in, but that's not even the issue.
It's wonky.
Can I pause here a second? So you mean to tell me that each one of us has a 70-inch TV that we play games on, correct?
Correct.
I don't have a
Yeah.
TV.
Well, I mean, besides.
Yeah,
I don't PC game, but I have a 90-inch TV in my bedroom with a PlayStation.
Nice.
See, this is the formula. See, everybody listening, big TV, comfy place to sit.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Well, the problem with that though is when I
A small screen and not a comfortable place to sit. That's kind of mean.
You need to rework it.
You're right.
For what fucking
Be
money?
comfortable.
Not right away. A little to a time. Baby steps.
Yeah.
one of the issues I have with the setup I have, this is my living room, and eventually I want to try to do a camera with the stream or lives or whatever, but I have no way to put it, nowhere to put it. I'm like, where am I going to put this that I don't look weird sitting in this recliner playing a game?
Put a tripod in the middle of the room.
I mean,
I was just about to say, I offered you a what are those things called that you put your camera on? A ring light. I offered
tripod?
you a ring light.
Oh.
A free
You
ring
do?
light. Yeah.
What?
I forgot already.
And you said no, Jason?
See, my memory.
Yeah, just yesterday.
I mean, you're I mean, where you're streaming from really doesn't, like, even if you have a weird setup, I think that adds to the charm and memorability. I mean, just look at you. Two examples that come off the top of my head are Asmongold streams in his trashed out attic,
Yeah,
and
that's horrible.
PewDiePie started his whole career in the kitchen on the little breakfast nook of his kitchen. So
Nice. Maybe I'm just
I
too
mean,
self-conscious. I overthink it.
Comfort is everything.
That I believe. That I
Especially
preach.
when you're streaming for 7 hours.
True.
but I think
I mean, some people, you get those computer chairs, and you sit in it a million times, and then if you're like, well, if you're me, then you have no ass at all, and your butt starts hurting sitting in those chairs because the cushion's done, and you're just basically sitting on a wood panel, like
yeah, that's what happened to me. I have one of those. I purchased one of those purple gel cushion things. That's what I
Mhm.
sit on because, yeah,
Nice.
I wore through when I bought this, it was a game. It's one of them gaming chairs. It looks like a straight out of NASCAR chair or whatever. But it seemed more impressive in the online ad for it when it got here. It was like, well, this is very Chinesium. Nothing.
Magnesium.
These bolts don't quite fit these holes, and you gotta torque them down real hard just so that way they don't wiggle off. And then just like the arm is missing on one side now, and the arm is all like the faux leather has completely split on the other one. But it is what it is, and I'm not spending another $300 for another chair, so I have a nice cushion. The backrest still works just fine as long as I don't recline it. But I have a big recliner. The only problem is, and then the reason why I have this 70-inch television as my monitor, Dyson sits, in a comfy chair, and then the TV his monitor is the length of a TV away from him. My monitor is literally as close as everybody else's monitor would normally be. Like whenever someone says, "Oh, there's something over there," I have to turn my head to see it, because I am that close to this television. Because my eyesight, I used to have like better than perfect vision. I could see forever.
Thanks.
And now, my mom she'll be driving and she'll be like, did they open that store over here? And I'll look over there and I go, I don't know. I can't see anything. It's just a blur to me. I used to love driving, and I've become more tentative about it, especially driving places that I've not been before, or I don't have a daily routine. Just because I can't. Road signs have to be very close before I can actually read them, and so I'm always worried that it's gonna sneak up on me and I'm gonna miss my turn.
Text the map that tells you where to turn is
Well, and that's what I use. I use that, and I found that the Google one is better than the iPhone one because I usually use the Google one because I have an Android, but my
Same.
mom uses she has a iPhone, and she had set hers up to tell me where to go. But she not only does Apple not the Apple version not give you as detailed instructions as the Google, because the Google one will go in 500 yards, be in the third lane, and then
Yeah.
when you exit, stay to the right because it immediately exits again, or something like that. Where the Apple phone goes, in 100 yards, turn left,
Yes.
and then you turn left, and then you're like, keep driving, and then it's like, 5 feet ago, you should have turned right again.
Yes.
How does
It's
that
very
help me?
late.
How does that help
It's
me?
very late on its directions. It's like that meme where it's like, cut this wire on the bomb, snip, but first
No.
push this button. Oh no.
You've
Don't
already
What
cut
did
the
don't
that
wire
do?
the wires back together if you did that already. I'm like, no, this fall apart. It's unraveling.
I've seen that TikTok where they're setting something up and they're like, before you start, do not plug this appliance in before you start the initialization product. And they're like, oops, and then they unplug it. If you have already plugged it in, do not unplug it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey guys, I gotta go. But have a wonderful rest of your podcast, and I hope to, see the rest of it soon.
Yeah.
All right, Killian, thank you for joining us.
Goodbye.
But yeah, that was hilarious. that TikTok about that.
You may need some glasses, my friend, unfortunately, or contacts. Might be time.
Yeah,
Last time was the eye doctor.
I found, well, and that was the thing. Before I kind of knew, I saw the writing on the wall kind of thing. I knew that I wasn't going to be employed much longer when I left my job. And I had upped my my vision benefit from the basic package to the ultra deluxe package. I mean, it was $6 a year extra to have the ultra deluxe package.
Wow.
I didn't know why I didn't have it in the first place. But then I because of how bad the arthritis in my spine and neck had got, I was just like, if I don't have to leave the house, I'm not going to leave the house. And so going to the optometrist just completely left my mind. And I didn't end up getting, and it would have been because of the premium package, I would have gotten not only the prescription for free, but it like covered 5 glasses, five rims, and I was like, that's one of those things that I was like, oh, I should have paid attention to that. Like, of all the things.
Yeah. So, have you been working any other concerts, Jess? Or do you have anything coming up that's
No.
pretty interesting for the merch?
No, not at all. I have had
Really?
a lot of downtime lately, sadly. And
Well.
nothing great coming up. But downtime's good too.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta unwind.
Give you
Yeah, when you're
I had a
go
few.
all the time.
Well, I'm not on
time to randomly laugh at yourself in bed at night.
I don't have on the run kind of anymore. Now it's like more mental for me because I'm trying to grow our stuff here, and I'm doing a lot of interacting with folks on the internet on different platforms,
It's hard.
and it drains you.
It does.
It drains you. But like on TikTok, I have friends and I'm trying to build a following, and so I engage with them on their platform,
Yeah.
and whatever they're doing, and I bring the Dyson flair to it. Just be a human and have fun. Let's do this together.
Yeah.
And it's a lot because I'm trying to interact with their content so they interact with mine, trying to gain so many followers so it can be monetized, and
Yeah.
and those special ones, they stick out. And they actually have been coming to our streams, and they've really been showing support. So I'm super happy that they're there and doing that.
Oh yeah.
It's like constant internet networking.
Yes.
Yeah. That
And
social media when you have to build up some kind of brand or something, that is fucking rough.
Yeah,
But
I've been in the mentality as well. There's just ABN, always be networking. The the screen on the back or my lock screen on my phone is a QR code to my link tree, so that way if I'm in public and for whatever reason subject comes up with what I do, I can be like, well, here's what I do. Go like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah.
I
All
would say
of
you
them.
guys are probably easier since you're English speaking. When you're Danish and you have like 5.6 million in the world who speaks Danish, it kind of makes it a little harder to kind of break that. That's why I do it in English and Danish, but I'm considering, maybe quitting the Danish part. I don't know, maybe.
Well, how was your following? Like, remember, you used to play like Fortnite, and you have a lot of people in there, and they were speaking Danish, I guess, almost sound Germanish a little bit. I don't know if they are cross, but
yeah.
I saw a lot of people in there for you. I didn't know if you had more of a following in there or what have you.
Well, it's Fortnite, and then it's a little community where we know each other across like multiple streams, maybe say 10 small streamers. So it's hard to compete with 10 small streamers if they are all streaming at the same time. Because viewers have to sit in one stream, then another stream, and then they try to, some of them try to kind of say, get over to my stream instead, yada, yada, yada. And that is some people definitely jealous and
are you talking about as a viewer or as a streamer?
As a streamer.
Well, now you can, like Paith and I, our chats are linked together, and he said you can hold up to 6 people now.
Yeah.
You can do the 6
I don't mind that. I don't mind doing that if it's with good people, good intentions. But not all of them have good intentions.
No, I get that. Whoever's shitlording.
I can sit there and spend a lot of time in people's stream and be very active in chat with some of them, but they just come in and say hi and leave again. I'm just like, why don't you support my stream, and why the fuck should I support yours?
Yeah.
Like over and over again? Like, yeah. So,
well, that's what I'm trying to build, and Paith and I talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build connections and build a community. Yeah. And what was your saying, Paith? Rising tides?
Oh, yeah. Rising tides raise all ships.
Yeah. So basically, when I go up or you go up, you're coming with me. And that's what I think the mentality that some of the folks that I'm talking with on TikTok, they have the same mentality, and we're all trying to discuss making a community and what have you, and help each other.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's great.
If you're there to support each other, and I'm all for supporting each other, it is great. But when you feel like you're supporting and it's not coming your way, then it's kind of
Well, I had one of those moments last night, Sassy. Seriously.
You did?
So what? One of my pet peeves, and I don't have a ton, I have some, is if I'm streaming on Twitch, and I raid you, you better damn well say hi, thank you, how was your stream? Let's give a shout out. Let's not like, hey, thanks for the raid. Thumb up my ass. That shit pisses me off.
Right, especially
the boys did it last night. Yeah.
Yes, especially last night, because we rated her and more than doubled her. We almost tripled her stream or her viewers when we rated her, and she just couldn't be bothered to acknowledge us.
Nope.
That's horrible.
Yeah, agreed. Common courtesy, please, folks.
Yeah, I agree. Courtesy, be kind, kindness pay forward.
Yep.
I think that's
Catch more flies
my,
with honey, right?
yep. That's my philosophy anyway.
Maybe we're just too
others
old
like you want to
school.
be treated.
Yes, agreed. I concur.
And
Yeah.
you know, we've only been doing this for just a little bit, so I think it's not going to solve the world. But as far as us rating out to good people, you know, right now we're gonna hit some misses because we don't know who's good, who responds to raids properly and who doesn't.
Right.
But we'll find our, you know, we'll find our 13 people who are streaming later than we are, and they're gonna get a lot of action because once we find someone who is, you know, appreciative and grateful, you know, as I would love to be rated. I've never been rated. Well, no, I was rated. I was rated once by Dyson.
Oh wait, I was rated. Whoever Kilgore said.
Oh yeah. That's right. But I was rated by Dyson the one day that he rage quit off the game. But that's, you know, that's one of those things that you if you're gonna be a content creator and somebody else, whether they are comparable or not in following, if somebody else goes out of their way to try and, even if they don't know you, to try and lift you up and whatnot, and you just ignore it like it didn't happen, that's just that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's so rude. It's like common courtesy.
Agreed.
I have this guy actually I follow on Twitch, and I was the first person he ever rated actually, and I still come into his streams now and then, and he's gaining a lot of viewers at the moment. He's actually pushing for partner at the moment because he's consistently doing streams and with community consistently. Consistent is the keyword if you want to grow. It really is, and he keeps playing, showing up, playing. I don't know how many days in a row doing community things. But he started this horror thing with Phasmo, and he's getting a lot of viewers. And every time, oh, this is the best person I ever read, and she still comes in and say hi, and he's super sweet. He's really, really sweet guy, very, very chill. So I think it's important that you start each other, big or small.
I concur. If you know anything about me, I'm not super outgoing. I have my moments, so courtesy is a big thing with me, and me putting my energy into, you know, trying to find the right people to vibe with and everything. It means a lot to me to go out there and do that, but it just agitates me when they don't have that, and it's like, yeah, that's like a big FU to my face.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss. You even see it with big streamers still, and say, oh, let's go with this person, and the person just like hardly sees anything and says, and you're like, wow, you got rated by 200 views and you don't have to see it. Thank you. Dang.
Yeah. But I think, you know, I can't blame all of it on people, because Twitch is a different breed of streaming and how the mentality of people. It's like Twitch throws you out on the concrete. You're a flopping fish. You're on your own until you get a big enough following. Then we finally give a shit. They don't promote you. They don't add people to your rooms, having people come in there and maybe get attached in there like TikTok does. Now there's defaults with TikTok as well. I'd like to be able to rate other people, or, you know, other things, or make some kind of different kind of money there. There's pros and cons with both of them. But I think everybody's out for themselves on Twitch, and maybe they have, like Paith and I, we're stream team partners, I guess you could say, and we're out to help each other, sure, but I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but it feels like that to me. They don't they don't promote you.
Well, and I think a lot of it.
Is bad.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the fact that Twitch is auto sorted not by an algorithm, but just who has the most in their chat. That is a huge problem with discoverability. They did kind of, but not really. Like they said that they have a new algorithm that is going to show you the people that you will probably want to watch more. But and there is a line on the front page that I have found people that I didn't know streamed, but are, you know, in relation to other people that I watch. And so yes, that kind of works. But even on the, you know, the little sidebar of people that you already follow who are live, I use I have hold on, if I go into Noob Doodle's chat right now and Noob Doodles, and if I do ! Watch time, I have watched her, like physically been there to watch her streams. Concurrent, if you take all that time and put it together, I have been in her streams for 5 months, 16 days, and 7 hours. I have spent 5 months of my life watching her. And she never is anywhere near the top of the list of people who are streaming, you know, because she doesn't have the numbers that Twitch wants to promote.
Well, they have changed the algorithm. If you go in and say, okay, I wanna see, let's say, Ark Survival Evolved. If you look at the top, it is not only the one with the biggest viewers that's there. There are small viewers there too, and that is how Twitch has changed the algorithm. It is not a great still, but it has changed. Before it was sorted by how many viewers you have,
views,
and you had to scroll down to find somebody. But now it's all mixed up, so there is a better way to get what is it to get discovered. And if you follow the game too, you also have a chance to get higher up on the list. Yeah. So
Right.
they have improved it somehow. It is definitely not perfect. It's not super great,
but
but it's better.
I think that YouTube is actually, as far as all the platforms, I think YouTube is doing the most to learn from other platforms to try and build. Now, granted, YouTube is still our weakest. We stream on 4 different sites. We stream on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok every single time we stream. But in YouTube, we have gotten one single person, and they moved over to the Purple app, to Twitch. You don't have to call it. I don't have to call it the Purple app in here. They moved over to Twitch, just because there's more interaction there. But we've had one viewer from YouTube, so I will say that they're not there. Yeah, little cat.
We got Bobby last night from Kick, and that makes me excited.
Right. We got Bobby from Kick. Well, and that's the thing is, you know, of those two, I still think that YouTube is the weakest. Though we do get views on our stuff. We don't get any live viewers. But I have noticed that I am getting live viewers on. They're not saying anything, but I've gone back and looked at the analytics, and I am getting live viewers on the vertical format on YouTube because I stream both full screen and vertical on YouTube. Yeah. And YouTube has now integrated the vertical live streams just like TikTok integrates them into their shorts. And so when you're scrolling through shorts, you will get a live stream now if it's in vertical. So I'm actually getting views over there. They're not saying anything, but I think YouTube is on the right track to. I think they're doing the most to go. What's working for other platforms? Let's make it work here.
That's nice. I do notice, like, if I'm watching a video on YouTube, that when it ends, if somebody's streaming, it'll put me in their stream. So, I mean, that's more than what Twitch is doing, honestly.
YouTube does that?
Yep. Like, so I've been on an AGT and BGT, and I'm watching the videos and I'll fall asleep. Huh?
It's an ABC.
Oh, I've been on that kick, and then I fall asleep, and like maybe if I don't fall asleep right away, 10 minutes later, I'm on somebody's live stream. I'm like, live stream, and I'm like, what happened? How did I get to this? But I'm like, when are they going to drop that on us, Pave? When we're streaming,
right? Dump a bunch of people, but I say dump a bunch of people on us, but from my understanding, as far as we are concerned, as far as the part of the analytics that we want, yes, that would be good for maybe finding someone who likes us and organically comes back. It's kind of like Twitch rating, where if you do not refresh the page and remove raid out of the line on the top of your out of the browser, if you don't refresh, you don't actually count for that streamer. Like, either you'll show up on their view counter, but as far as their analytics, as far as ad revenue, as far as all of that, Twitch keeps all that for our raiders. You don't get that analytic boost for raids. And it's the same thing on YouTube, where they do not count it as real engagement if you get auto nexted onto someone's stream. They do not count it. They only count like organic clicks that someone has physically clicked on your video. So if you're sitting there and this is a little bit behind the scenes, if you want to support your creators, turn off auto next and just manually click on the next video. It's generally right there in the sidebar, whatever was going to be next anyway. So it's not like you have to go search for the next video. It's generally right there on the sidebar. But if you let YouTube switch you to the next one, it counts you as an AFK viewer and does not count you in the in the actual analytics. Yeah, that's why we have in our analytics on YouTube. That's why the you have what was it, 10,000 views on your what's it now? But if you look on the on your achievements page or whatever it is, the earnings page, as far as getting too monetized on YouTube, the number is way less, and that's because people are auto playing or putting in the or doing the playlist. Playlists don't work. Playlists hurt you as a creator, so that's why I stopped putting your stuff in the playlist, because that was hurting you more than it was helping you. But if it pops up on the screen and they click on look, this is another video by Dyson on the side, either on the sidebar or on the when it tiles after a video, if they click on it themselves, you get the engagement for that. That is counted. But if it auto nexts or if you're on a playlist, it does not count.
Yeah, in 10Ks, to me, it's impressive, because the last time I looked at it, I think it was like 8, and it popped up like a couple K since I looked at it last, and I was like super excited. I'm like, look at this! Wait, what?
That's
and I said
awesome.
it for the last 28 days. I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine, it's going slow.
Are you guys streaming today?
I wasn't planning to.
No, we're going to at 5 p.m. when we normally stream. this is going to go live and premiere on YouTube, and we're going to sit in the chat and talk with people who want to watch it live with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'd like to work on some of the stuff that we talked about in DM yesterday. We never seem to work on it. So maybe work on that today.
Oh yeah.
Circling back around. So here's something I know which agitated me. You know how you're looking for like a streamer or something, and you go into the follow or browse or browse, and you're looking at a certain game, like Sassy said, Ark Survivor Evolved, and they'll have a list of people, and they've changed it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's a row on the right hand side, and then you'll have the video on the left, whatever one you're actively in. So I always said this to Paith, I'm like, why is that damn preview so damn loud? And then when you click in their channel, it's super quiet, so you got to crank it up. You know how they fixed that? They muted it on the preview now instead of having it so damn loud. I'm like, really? This is how we fix it? Yeah. You mute it instead of pulling the slider bar on the volume down a little bit. It's like, good God, what are you thinking?
People might be more intrigued if they hear a little bit.
Yeah, I concur.
My thing about that little autoplay thing, you're talking about on YouTube, right?
No, I'm talking about on Twitch.
Oh, okay. I on YouTube, and I had to turn it off. Where you mouse over things on YouTube and it will start playing the video, and like to give you a preview, and that's
sound is muted.
That's fine and all, yeah, but the sound is muted, and when you click on the video, it does not start you at the beginning of the video. It starts you at wherever you were in that muted preview, so you have to go back to the beginning if you want to hear what was being said. And so I was like, just turn that off. Like I dug in the settings and I was like, where is the turn that off feature? I just give me still.
Like that, honestly.
It
gives me a little bit of preview before I will go in there. I'll unmute it one time and then I'll go to is this something I'm engaged in? And then I'll go to the next one if it isn't, and then I can actually hear it and see.
Well, I do like the preview. I don't like the fact that it. Now I miss the first 5 or 10 seconds of every video that I watch.
Yes. Yeah, you got to click the bar a little bit further back to the left, and I can see how that would irritate you very much. So me, it doesn't bother. Like runs off my back. I'm fine with it. If I missed a little bit of life, that's fine. Let's just go from here. Let's start from here.
Well, I also watch a lot of my YouTube algorithm. I know you're going to be shocked. Is a bunch of like documentary or learning stuff with gaming sprinkled in. And so
that's just all the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But so you can be missing a lot of information, especially topic information, within the first 10 seconds of the video. So like I click on a video because it looks interesting, the graphic looks interesting, and then I click on it and I'm like, I don't understand, what are we talking about? There was a volcano a second ago, but this is definitely, we're not talking about volcanoes. What's going on here?
It's like the hook.
In a few.
You're missing the hook.
Yeah, I think we're missing a hook on some things too, though, on some of our stuff. Sure, it's a lot more editing too.
Oh yeah, I was
about also. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that I have already thought about and tried to figure out what would be a good hook for our clips. Something, because I noticed that a lot of the clips that I watch through to the end, they generally start with some sort of maybe not iconic, but it's always the same. It doesn't matter what the video is. I know that I'm watching like a Smitty video, or I know that I'm watching a J Schlatt video, because all of his shorts start the same, like they have the same little 3 little notes or whatever, so you're immediately engaged. Oh, this is a creator I like. It's Pavlovian, where you hear the noise and you're like, oh, I enjoyed this in the past, so I'm going to enjoy this again. And we're missing that. Yes, it is going to be a whole lot more editing, and the fact of the matter is, right now the way we are getting our clips is through the Twitch clipping system, and then I edit them in post. But the problem with that is you can only pull out a minute at most. And if you need to use that full minute, there's not enough room on the ends for an end cap and a hook at the beginning. So, that's just it's going to be one of those things that maybe I hunker down when I get a little free time, as if I had that. When I get a little free time and animate a some sort of intro splash or something,
Right.
Some little something to draw people in right at the beginning, and regardless of the clip, I could throw on the front. But that's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work that I haven't done in 20 years, and it's on programs that don't exist anymore. So I'll have to relearn a new program to do it.
I'm
Actually, a really
thinking
good
that.
idea.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking, well, maybe you record it one time, you save it, and then you'd be able to. Just have to come up with a genius idea.
That's what I was saying. Is that, once we create that, once I create that little, splash intro, something, dangle dangle, jingle jingle keys intro. Then we'll have it and we can use it in perpetuity. But the problem is making it in the first place, because it's going to be, there's a huge learning curve there, and it's not like riding a bicycle. You do lose that information and that muscle memory from college to now.
No, right? So I don't know if you saw this the other day, Sassy, if you were in there, but when we were playing 7 Days to Die, and I go, I'm going to go slicing and dicing this things up. And Faith goes, should I make my rebrand and go with slicing and he's dicing? Oh, then I'm thinking, okay, the start of the video, it could be that guy with a slap chop. Slapping that thing to chop up some vegetables.
The only problem that I see with rebranding, not only because that would be a lot of work for me to rebrand and redo everything like that, but also slicing is, or slicing, like I spelled it in the clip title.
Right.
I don't think that it's unique enough, and I feel like we would get lost in we
they don't know,
we wouldn't be distinguishable enough. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're already whenever
man.
Already when someone types in your name, it autocorrects and says, you're looking for vacuum cleaners. So we're already fighghting that. That's one of the things with this.
Everybody knows what a vacuum cleaner is. So
right.
When they type that in, maybe some of my stuff will pop up.
That was one of the things about this this podcast that I learned about this podcast and whatnot, is that there is a ton of other podcasts that are the shenanigan podcast or the late night shenanigan podcast, but we're shenanigang, and that capital doesn't always allow for in the titles, and so when you put the G on the end, a lot of searches will do that stupid fucking thing. No, if I spelled something one way, then give me the results for that before you go, oh, they're just stupid and don't know how to spell. Because I can't link, like on the bottom of our YouTube, I can't link the Shenanigan channel to in our channels, like at the bottom of recommended creators. I can't link it there because it in that little thing, it auto corrects to Shenanigan, and it does, so ours doesn't show up, and there's no way to like on Google where it says you typed this and we gave you information for this instead. You don't have the option to go, no, but really search for what I said, not what you said. And so I can't link it unless maybe if this one blows up big enough that it rises the search ranks, maybe I'll be able to link it there. But until then, that's what the link tree's for, right?
Growing pains.
I just it's one of those things that, like, if you type something out specifically, then show me what I like. I don't care if it's misspelled, it's misspelled. Tell me it's misspelled, or, you know, give me the best answer, and then give me but we think that you're looking for this, but give me the wrong stuff first, if you know what I mean. Give me what I said first, not just assume that you know better than me and show me something I didn't ask for.
What were we just talking about? You went on, you drolled down so long, I just zoned out. Where was I?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This is the podcast, so we're supposed to drone on. That's the point. People are supposed to listen to us drone on while they do other things, and that's the whole draw here. We were talking about the autoplay.
I know what you're about. Please don't reiterate, please, sir.
I mean, you asked. You're the one who thought you were going to be funny and tell me I was droning and you didn't remember where we were.
No, I remember exactly where you were.
Listen, old man.
Oh. Shakes fist
a little rant real quick.
Get off my lawn, kid.
Oh, shoot.
Well, go on, Dyson, since you had something.
Oh, I didn't have something. I was just.
Oh, you were just busting my balls
each other.
without anything to add. Okay.
No. I was just gonna ask the ladies if they had anything they wanted to bring up, or any activities or anything interesting they got going in their life.
Have to move since the government kind of decided to remove a lot of financial help, a lot of people. So
really,
a lot of yeah, they have this idea. Let's punish people financially. That will get them to go out and get some work. I'm just like, you are taking people who are sick, who are waiting to get retirement. They're gonna suffer when you take like a lot of money away from them. You're gonna make them actually live on the street now. That is great. So I'm looking for another place to live at the moment, because I'm not gonna be able to live here for much longer if I don't.
Oh no. So you're gonna stay in the country or the same Providence or?
Yeah. I wanted to move back to my hometown, but the apartments are way more expensive there. And since they have taken this help away, I can definitely not afford moving there because the apartments are definitely more expensive in my hometown than here. So I have to wait until I get all this sorted out by the government where I'm gonna land, like if I'm gonna go pre-retire or I'm gonna go flexing or what the hell I'm gonna do, where I end up. So until that is settled, I'm gonna stay here, unfortunately. So I have to move. So that's. But another thing you're talking about all these co-ops and whatnot. Also, a good thing when you do that, if you find tools that help you in your stream, share it around, because maybe you know somebody who like to add this to their stream. If it's a PNG tuber, or is it some emotes or a fun bot or something like that make you guys unique.
Yeah, for sure. I just realized.
I don't know a couple of streamers who does that. Not a lot of them do, but they definitely say, "Here, this is what I use. If you have something, share it. Maybe I can use it, or maybe someone else who's watching is in my Discord can use it somewhere. So sharing is caring.
Oh, for
You
sure.
said a word that I don't understand. Maybe you can elaborate. What is flexing? Did you say that? just a minute ago?
Flex.
Oh my god, this
What's
guy.
that?
This
Flex
guy's
in
so old.
Denmark means I cannot take a normal job. So they have to estimate how long can I work. Can I work 2 hours a week, or can I work 20 hours a week? But no matter how many hours I work, I'm still gonna pay like I'm working full time. So the government pays some money, and the place where I work pays the rest of it. So still get paid like I'm working full time, even though I'm not. That's flex.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but I just realized that when I had earlier when I was when I typed in noob's chat to figure out her how long I'd been in there, I didn't realize that she was live.
Oh no!
I
Is
thought I was yeah, she's live right now. I thought I was typing in an empty chat. No, she's live. So I had to quickly type an apology. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were live. And it was like, I'm still recording the podcast. Everybody come watch it at 5 o'clock with us.
Yeah, she's moving, right? She was moving or something
Yeah,
like that?
she just, I don't know how much of this story I want to tell because she wants to be on the podcast. So I'll let her tell the story on a later podcast. But
Right.
she did.
Hey, cliffhanger, sir. Cliffhanger.
She recently moved, and there's definitely a story there. So I'll let that be another podcast.
That's not much of a cliffhanger.
And
See, he never watched Days of Our Lives or any of those soap operas, guys.
And you'll never believe what she found under the couch.
Good.
Ooh. There you go, buddy.
Was it you?
It was my sanity.
It was the remote. It was the remote for the television. Been looking for it for like a day.
Oh.
Oh, can I do this? Yeah.
You missed this, Sassy?
Miss what?
The funning and the joking and the ribbing.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
We definitely need to. I think it would be fun if we could get on the that server that you were talking about with the Arc server that has all of the clustered servers. I think that would be. I think that would be fun to stream.
Yeah. They're like everybody's most likely in their own tribe doing their own things. It's a PvE and everybody's very helpful. They help each other out with, hey, I have this team, or can we swap over, or can I borrow your blueprint, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they know what you're looking for, they will call you out. Also,
Oh, that's cool. I really like that game. I've learned that from Minnie that she taught me so much about that game. I was so clueless when I met Sassy, and actually Sassy taught me a lot. A lot of folks have taught me a lot in that game, and I don't even know all the ins and outs of the whole thing, but it's latched down to me over the years. But I have to take a break from it once in a while, and then I'll miss it, and then I'll dive right back in. Let's go, Pace. Here we go. Let's get in it. Here we go. I'm ready.
Well, and that's another thing is we've defeated the game so many times now, and like just us playing is fun. I'm not gonna say it's not, but I feel like we're missing what really made that game shine, and that was the role play. Yeah,
I had a lot of fun there doing that. So, what got you into role play, Sassy?
Twitch did. Years ago.
Twitch did?
Yeah.
Did you say Twitch did?
Yeah. I was playing art with some friends, and they kind of power game through and kind of didn't want to do anymore. They So they kind of, and I'm just like, I still like this game. I'm not done with this game.
Right.
Then I found on Twitch and I stumbled upon Twitch RP. And that was the time the Scorched Earth just launched.
Oh.
And I saw Fist, Joe Fudge, and all. Yeah, exactly. All these guys in Scorched Earth, and what they were doing, make the desert great again, kind of thing. And it was fucking funny. Because they were trying to make him be the president, so that they had to make this election, and they were making deals left, right, and center. And then, if you do deals for me, I'll do this, and they go backstabbing to the other guys. So, if you do this, I'll do this, and I'll get your vote. And it was chaos, but it was fucking funny.
Right.
And Fist how he is. He's just all about being silly and goofy, 100%. And I'm just like, I was binge watching Twitch at the time like no other. Like all the guys, like, holy hell, there was so much story going on. This is a fucking amazing way to play the game, more than I have. Like, I want to be a part of this. And then I met a girl, and we started on a very, very small RP server. Very small now, not even sure I want to be a part of it, but I did. Mm-hmm. And the next one was actually Bastion. That was my second server I've been on.
That was my first one.
Yeah, that was my second one.
That was green.
And I've been loving RP ever since. So I've been getting more and more derby by the years.
I can't seem to find a server. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it because I shoot from the hip. I have a good time, and I like to break people, like break their RP and break them so they start laughing or they get their train of thought just messed up.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to find. It seems like a dying genre. I guess you'd say. I don't know what else to call it.
It is because everybody's focused on GTA RP instead.
I don't like that. Personally, I don't like GTA.
Limited. No, it's so limited. It's like cops and robbers.
Yes.
You have cops and robbers. You can't build anything. You can't like impress people with your house. I mean, you can get some assets and place around a blank house, and maybe that's impressive. But the best you can do is make it look like every other house. It's cops and robbers. And if you don't fit into that, then sure, you can play and have a good time. But it's very, very limited. The way that you can interact, because server owners think in cops and robbers terms, so they're either very pro cop or very pro criminal, and you can't. What's that?
The game itself is just cops and robbers. That's how the game is.
Right.
It's not like.
But if you just
survival where you have to build and catch and get and feed and all that stuff.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, if you just want to be a regular civilian, the server owners don't make it so that way the garbage job, the garbage man job pays enough for you to actually purchase meals. Like, you can't actually just play and, be a side character. You can't do that. You have to be your own main character just to survive in that game. And that's one of those things that also is like, I recently had a huge falling out with GTA, specifically GTA RP, because the server owners, who I thought were friends, like we had moved from another server with them to their new server because of stuff that was going on. I think, Sassy, you know the server that we left because I had seen you there for like half a second, we left that. We left that server to make our own, and the new server was second verse same as the first. Like, it was literally just you were literally doing all the same things that you were just complaining about. Oh, well, we have to make it real life. Well, and I was like, well, I was playing a doctor. So in real life, a doctor makes more than the cops. Doctor makes more than the criminals. Doctor doesn't want for money. They're like, oh yeah, well we're not gonna pay you that kind of money. And they're like, it's not realistic that you would make that much money. And I was like, it's not realistic. It's not realistic that you can go out and sell drugs and make millions of dollars every single day and get arrested every single day and still be on the street. You would be locked up in the penitentiary forever, for life. You know, if you want realism, then add in some system that if you get caught by the cops 5 times, then they perma your character in jail. Like you can't, like they're like hyper focused on realism in some areas and then completely ignore realism in other areas, and it's like
they have to.
Well, and I understand they have to, but if someone brings up a good point, like doctors make more than cops, and yet the cops make twice as much as the doctors, and doctors, let's be honest, doctors in GTA, it's very limited role play. You either are driving the ambulance and doing medical role play.
Agree. I will not agree with you.
Or you're standing in the hospital and doing absolutely fuck shit all.
I will not agree with you because it's up to you to create the RP. And if you just expect to stand in the hospital and get the RP served to you, yes, it's gonna be that kind of RP.
See, that was the problem.
No, let me talk. If you go out and create RP, like go out and create, say, let's go down to Legion Square and take blood samples because there's a virus in the air. We're gonna get somebody to come and clean out the hospital because we cannot be in there. That is creating RP. That is not like the same thing. You have to put in an effort to do RP. Don't expect to get come to you. You have to create it yourself also.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say was on this server that was not allowed. You couldn't. They made it a rule so if you had a doctor character, you weren't allowed to do any fucking thing else. If you were online, you had to sit there in the hospital. You couldn't leave the hospital because what if you got a call? What if someone walked in and needed help from something? Like it was, and it just left such a bad taste in my mouth that, Honey, my wife, my fiance really wants to get back into. She was having fun with GTRP. She did not. She didn't like the way that we were treated as well, so she was fine with leaving. But she wants to find another server, and I said, I told her like, I don't know that I have it in me. Like I'm in the same camp as Dyson at this point, where it's just not. It's not interesting to me anymore. I've been a cop, I've been a doctor, I've been a criminal, I've been a civilian, I've been a tow truck driver. Like I've done all of the things, and
but you have to think outside the box of that kind of stuff.
Well, it's not that I didn't have fun. It's just every story in GTA ends in some sort of drama, and like I said earlier, I play games for fun, not stress. So it's just and that's one of the things that roleplay in general I feel has definitely, like it's like all the old heads have stopped. Like they all got tired of the drama themselves.
No, they just moved on to good servers because there are good servers.
You say that. I've searched for a long time.
Let me speak, thank you. Instead of interrupting me all the time, I do not appreciate that. If you find the right server, because what you talk about is the server owner issue, rules on the server. It's not the game itself. It's how the server is run. That's the issue, not the game. Where I am, I can run around in a fucking shiny suit with fluffy ears and a tail on, driving around on a pink scooter playing the flying squirrel, taking on parachute and deliver pancakes to people because it's an emergency. I'm nuts, so I'm delivering nut food in that kind of stuff. I create my own fun RP, not because it's a job you can make, but because to make something different. You just have to be creative, of course. You have to be allowed to. This is also a server who focus on realism with a sprinkle of content creators. Yeah. But you just have
Circling
to
back
find
around.
the right servers. But it's hard to find a good server. It definitely is.
Yeah,
But they are out
100% it
there.
is.
I
What were
just
you
want
gonna
to
say,
say
Jess?
that if Sassy, if you were ever streaming, I would definitely be interested in watching your stream, for sure.
Can you put that picture up, Pete, please?
Which one?
What?
Yeah, she's very. I just sent it to you in DM. She is very inventive with her RP. Her builds are fantastic. What I circling back around when we were playing Arc or Atlas RP, not only was it the interaction with the people and meeting new people and I always called myself like a co-star. I always try to prop everyone up, push their what their gimmick was that time. But I really enjoyed like going to my friends or going to someone new and just like, wow, look at what you built. And this game, it didn't seem like it was meant to be this way. And there are some things that people that build in those games that are simply fantastic. I've never expected anything like that. And then they get around building, because some of it can be rudimentary on how they build, but there's no secrets they know on how to build it the way they want it to be. And if you look at the screen right now, you can see superhero Sassy.
Yeah. Jumping off the highest crane in town with a parachute, trying to land on CP and epically failed because I hit one of those
oh no,
those flags down the CP and died. I make this epic jump circling around the square and then I land with that died to a fucking flag, a banner. Just, oh Lord. Oh. Yeah, so I'm driving around on a pink scooter in town delivering pancakes with Nutella in. Because they need not food.
Right. Yeah, that's what I miss. I do miss that. I would love to go get on like some of those again, just to relive the good old days, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I agree. I miss the good RPers for sure.
For sure.
I think they're either in GTA or they are busy doing other games or they're in Red Dead. There's not that many RPs left.
No, there isn't. That's one thing that really upset me. Sassy, you and I think we met on RP first, which is no longer.
We met on Bastion. That was the first time.
Yeah, but we were both on RP first, right? And then that merged with another one we're not going to say.
Yep.
So, which is very upsetting. What they did, they don't have any seasonals. All they got is those other two games, which I'm not a fan of because it's not my thing. But I miss those. I miss those others. I would like to go get back into those or have those seasons, but they don't push it. It's like another thing is an admin in there that we all know, and I'm really good friends with, and I'm sure everyone in here knows her. She used to set up those seasons, and then they ended up pissing her off, and she ended up stopped doing it. And without her, it just didn't happen. And I think she did a fantastic job, really. I
miss where you had like, okay, this season, the next 3 months, this is what we're gonna do for a season.
Yeah.
I really miss that because people had to keep on being creative, keep on being inventive. Instead of in fucking GTA, even though I played it for a year, it is the same person, same town, nothing has changed. I'm just like, I'm used to people like doing this, and this, and I'm just and the server wipe and whatnot, and it's just the same and the same and the same and the same.
They don't server wipe that game?
No.
Really?
Not where I am. It haven't been server wiped once in 4 years.
What does that mean? Is there money? Does their money go away then?
We have an issue with too much money. That's why we're doing all these event that cost things, and they sell limited cards for like overpriced and whatnot. But still,
Hmm.
Yeah.
So as I look back on different games I've played over the years, I've noticed that my niche is like, what do you call it? More like medieval type of games playing versus like space games. Because
I don't like this game either.
I play them like whatever that one is. Shoot, I played some Starfield, and then it didn't latch me in long enough to play it. And there was another
Yeah.
one. I can try to look at my list. Oh, what's that one with all the planets in it?
It's a very long list.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah. No Man's Sky. Thank you. And again, I played it, had fun, but it's not my. I don't think it's my niche. So I like the on the ground and survival type like that. But Conan, or stuff like that, and you can when they make medieval out of it, it's super fun for me. I don't know why. I just can't get into the space thing.
Do you look into Enshrouded and Nightingale?
Enshrouded?
YouTube? Yeah, Nightingale.
I have Enshrouded. I don't have Nightingale. I do have it on my wish list, I think, but Enshrouded. So that was actually one of my first streams when I started back up.
Yeah.
That was my first one. I didn't even get to the new content because I basically started over and it took too long and I got bored. And I'm like, I'm getting bored. I don't think people enjoy it. Sorry.
I am up for us doing some co-op streams and games, whatnot. And definitely Enshrouded and Nightingale, if you get a hold of it at some point, are games we can play besides Ark and other stuff.
Yeah. Here's something I thought about the other day, Sassy, and I don't know if you've watched any of the gameplay, is I played some Dune. It pissed me off, really, but I think that could almost be a good RP thing there. I think there could be a good stable start base jump off point with that type of game, because you can still build, you got to survive out there, all that. I think that would be a fantastic game.
Yeah, it could be. I think it's leading up to open world with multiple players, so it can be RP in the future. I think they actually want to do that with the Dune at some point. But let's see how it goes.
I actually saw it was back in the day, the certain streamer that we used to watch, and I think we ended up playing on servers with. He used to do like 7 Days to Die as well, and he had like his community come in and stuff like that, and which was fun to watch. Which was also, and that game has changed since I played it the first go around. The first go around, I was not that invested in it. It was like buggy-ish, and I just couldn't get locked into it. But now that we're playing it, I think it's 2.0 is what it's called. I'm enjoying it more for sure. For sure.
I will say one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
You should join Epic Game Launcher, because sometimes there's some free games there. Some expensive games, actually, that you should try and get a hold of for your streams. And sometimes some really big known games.
I do have that, and I actually jumped on there the other day because I think Noob told me, or somebody told me, that the King's Road game, what is it, Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, yeah.
It was free, and it ended up being free on Steam anyway. And I played it, and which I got strikes on YouTube for playing a Game of Thrones music on the Game of Thrones game. I'm like, okay, that makes total sense. Like, okay.
What? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yes. And then I got bored of it quickly. It's a single player game, I think, but it didn't hold my attention. I showed Jess a game the other day, which looked really cute. It was called Hobbits or something like that. I gotta look now. I have it on my wish list. It looked really cool. Kind of reminded me of like a kiddie kind of style of game, like Animal Crossing-ish, but not really. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of cartoony.
Oh, it was like the Lord of the Rings one, kind of.
Yeah, Tales of the Shire, it's called. It looked really cool. It looked really fun. It's a single player, I believe, but it looked pretty neat. I think it could hold attention of some people. Mm-hmm.
It's very cute.
All right, and that'll do it for this podcast. Sassy, is there anything that you anything you would like to plug or shill or shout out?
Besides you guys, I'm just kidding. No. Besides me looking forward to do some co-ops with you two in the future.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
For sure. Jess,
Super
do you
excited.
have anything you want to shout out? Anybody you want to say hi to your daughter or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Adelina. You guys, thanks for having me. It's always a great time.
Yeah, y'all are fantastic. And Dyson, would you like to shill yourself? I know you like to do that.
Oh, sure. You can catch us on pretty much all platforms: Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. Jump in there. We like the interaction. We enjoy folks in there. Even if it's just hang out, lurk, whatever. We just like people around, and we can feed off each other and bounce off of. And I really enjoy that. And I hope to see you in the future. And also coming back to hear the podcast. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and of course, you can find me everywhere as well. Dyson and I are a stream team, so generally we are streaming the same game together. And because it's been asked, I'm gonna say as of right now, our schedule is 5 p.m. to midnight Central Time, and that is every Sunday through Thursday, and then we release the podcast on Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time again. And when the podcast is released, it is premiered, and we will be in the chat at the premiere if you want to talk to us and engage. But that's the podcast. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.